What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. My name is Malia. If you are new here, I am a pre-nursing student. I make videos related to school, fitness, and lifestyle. I have received a lot of emails from people asking how I do my notes. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show everybody how I go ahead and study and how I make my notes. Also, I wanted to thank everybody who has already purchased my TEAS exam study guide. I was not expecting that many people to want to purchase them, and I feel like I've had so many and I've received a lot of emails, and I just wanted to say thank you. So kind of an overview before I start studying. I am taking the chemistry CLEP. If you are unaware of what the CLEP series of tests are, they are tests that give you college credit. So one of the nursing programs that I will be applying for, they accept the chemistry CLEP. Because I haven't taken chemistry within the last 10 years, I took it about 11 years ago, they are requiring that I take it again, and it was the only reason I did not get into the program. So I was advised to go back, take chemistry before I actually reapply, but it was like 2 months away and there were no chemistry classes available, so I decided to take the CLEP. So that's what I'm studying for. The semester is over. The chemistry CLEP exam is actually on January 19th, so I have roughly 16 days left to study on, and I just go ahead. In the beginning, when I first began studying, I went and looked up everything I needed to know about the CLEP exam, the chemistry CLEP exam, and wrote down all of the topics. You will see that in my notes. It's the first page. I wrote down every single topic that's covered, and I'm just going through and online looking for different resources to make notes on every single topic that's on the exam. So without further ado, let's start the notes. So this is about as far as I'm going to get into studying. I did read a decent amount of my various resources that I use to take these notes. I just kind of a overview of what I did. I found a couple of different resources for the topic that I am dealing with. I have a topics page, and literally in that topics page you probably saw in the beginning, I go over everything that the CLEP website says is covered on the exam. So I wrote everything down so I had a very clear understanding and I can go section by section to study. So I went and did that and did the structure of matter. I looked up different resources for structure of matter, and then I looked up states of matter, and I just went one by one. And then I found things that I feel would better help me understand the actual topics. Being that I did learn this before, I have a very vague recollection of what it was like to be in chemistry, but I was able to kind of tell the key points that I did need to kind of recreate in my brain. I went through, found some of those resources and made notes on them. And if you probably saw, I went back, I made that diagram. And as I was making the diagram, it mentioned a piece that I had not yet defined in my notes. I look up every single thing that I am not aware of, actually defined in my notes. The good thing about digital notes is you can go back, move things around, and fit things in if you forgot them, which is what I did. I moved my entire diagram down, up, down, so that I made enough space for the things that I needed space for. And I went back and looked up the plasma definition, added that into my key terms section, and continued on with my notes. So that's pretty much how I do it. I listen to my lectures, especially now that things have been online. I have been listening to all of my lectures since we have been strictly online because of COVID. I do listen to the lectures and I take whatever I can without taking notes. I do not take notes during the actual classes. I just try to understand what the teacher is teaching me. And then afterwards, I go through and try to make notes on my own. If a teacher does actually record their Zoom sessions, I will go back, listen to the Zoom sessions, write my notes, or I will go back to their PowerPoints and take from the PowerPoints what I believe I need to actually retain the information. This specific topic is not something that I'm actually in class for, so that wasn't a very good representation of that, but this is something that I am studying for, that I am pretty much making these lessons myself. And this is kind of how I go about all of my subjects of learning, is learning them all by myself, unless I have a really amazing teacher. But even with an amazing teacher, everybody learns specific to them. And for me, I learn best when I go back and pull specific things from them, from the class or the textbook, whatever have you. So that's what I did. That's pretty much everything that I do. Every single time I make these notes, this is exactly how I make them. I change nothing about my note-taking process. This is exactly what I do every single time. So for all of those people who have asked, I hope this helps. If you have any other questions, please do not hesitate to comment, email me, whichever. I don't care. I am more than glad to help. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.